This is the pump that was put in on the 29th of January, yesterday. When they filled it up with water to prime it, it started leaking out of the bottom of the pump prior to the pump ever even being turned on. So we're going to fill it up with water here and see if it does the same thing. Here's the serial and model number information. Okay, the camera's aimed right at the bottom of the pump, and we're going to start adding water to the pump and see what happens. So the pot is full right now, and I don't see any water leaking out of it at all. We'll let it sit for a couple of minutes, see what happens. Alright, so the pump's been sitting for 10 or 15 minutes. There's still no signs of any static leak. Everything is dry. So the electric is hooked up, and we're going to go ahead and run the pump now on speed 1 and see what happens. So as soon as the pump came on, we got one drip out of the pump seal area. I haven't seen any more since then. Now we're getting quite a bit of water out from the pump seal area. The pump's running at 750 RPM. And it's running at a pretty steady, pretty good drip now. Turn the pump up to 1500, and it's a very consistent drip coming out now. I turn it up to 2350. The water's pretty much just pouring out at this point now. We have 15 pounds of back pressure against the pump and about 3.5 inches of vacuum. So the water's definitely coming out of the pump seal area. It's not coming from the band clamp. So I'm going to go ahead and shut off the camera for a minute, stop the pump, and we'll open it up. There's no broken spots in the Bakelite anywhere that I can see. I think I'm going to blow that off with some air. There is what looks like a couple of chips on that seal. So I'm going to turn off the camera while I take it off the tripod and see if I can get a close-up of the seal. Okay, here we'll get a close-up of the ceramic part of the seal. Doesn't really look like there's any issues with that. It's got a fairly even pattern on it. Let's go ahead and look at the impeller. the seal is installed the proper way. But if we look closely at the 12 o'clock position, there's a pretty good sized scratch in that seal. And that is probably what's causing all of the leakage. So I'm going to put this all back together, send it back to Dave, him take a look at it.